Hey there, welcome to Tarot Thursday. Hope you're having a wonderful December so far. I know I am. Getting ready for the holiday season is always an incredibly busy thing. It's an incredibly busy time. We get so stressed out. And I think it's important that we make sure that we have time just for us. And sometimes things like this attending Tarot Thursday is something for you. And it's important for you to be able to have those moments of peace and of contemplation. I've decided to go ahead and again use the Guardian of the Night Tarot this time around. And I'm hoping that we get some good answers to our usual question, which is the most wonderful, good one of all. Hey, Alana, how are you? Hi, Maria. It's the idea that what's the most important thing we need to focus on this month? What is out of our hands that we need to either accept or figure out a way to deal with in our own, in our own time? What is in our power to make change? And what is the best idea for the next steps? So let's take a look and see what we get. The big theme, what's not in our power, what is, best next steps. All right, as I drop the deck. 78 card pickup. All right. Aha. The Devil. In the particular deck that I'm working with, the Guardians of the Night Tarot, I love how MJ Cullinane uses animals. She uses the animals and their energy, their spirit animal magic, so to speak, that you can incorporate into the concept. How perfect that it's the jackalope, which is really an illusion. It's not real. That's the kind of thing we need to keep in our heads when it comes to something like the Devil. The Devil card always frightens people. It's unnerving to see that. But really all it is we need to pay attention to the parts of our lives that are more illusion than not. Where are we focusing too much on the material and not enough on what's really going on behind all that? Where are we allowing the illusion to tell the tale, the fallacy to become reality? And where are we sort of abdicating our own responsibility and taking our next steps due to the fact that we are just too much involved with the hurly-burly of what's going on around us? Excuse me. Oh, for goodness. Don't you just love being in the Susquehanna Basin? Forgive me. Okay, so the thing that we need, especially, and it's really important to think about now, because at this time of the year, this is when we're looking at, gift giving and all of this. And many of us are far too concerned with the material, far too concerned with, is this the right present? Is this the right gift for them? Or, somebody else. When you really need to focus on, am I giving of myself to this person? Am I looking for the most important part or the most important thing that they might be looking for? Something to think about. Is it more the person that you're buying for, or is it the thing that you're buying? So we'll keep that in the forefront there. The thing that's out of your control to handle. The Hanged Man. If I'm not mistaken, I think we had this last month too. The Hanged Man, and here we have a lovely opossum hanging. This is where you have to surrender and let go and let God, Goddess, Fred, whatever you call it, your higher power. It's really the idea that it isn't until we let go of the rope that we finally win that tug of war. When we finally let go and allow things to unfold in their natural way, we get a whole new perspective on how we're looking at a situation. I mean, if you know the concept of the Hanged Man and the Rider-Waite deck, the most traditional of all of the tarot decks, it's a guy literally hanging upside down from a tree. And there's no doubt that he's getting a new view. A new point of view is coming there because he's literally upside down. So maybe there's some blessing in the idea that sometimes you do have to surrender. Sometimes you do have to let situations unfold and take their course. I call this let the chips fall where they may card. Then you may be able to, after you've done that, surrender, have a better idea of what your next steps should be. So if you're bumping into a situation, especially related to the devil card, that concept of materialism or of some kind of an addiction, or where you're just too wrapped up in stuff to really be paying attention to what is truly going on around you. If there is a situation, part of that says, I have to back up, I have to let this unfold. That can be the hardest thing to do sometimes, especially if you're trying to work with somebody you care about. But you may very well find a whole new look on life as a result. What is in your power to deal with? The Page of Wands. Lovely. Our pages, I do love the pages. The pages of all of the four suits, wands, cups, pentacles, and wands, cups, and swords. They're the messengers of the deck, and they are the messengers for their particular suit. Wands is all about fire. So it's about inspiration, creativity. It's the idea of there's a message to you. There's a reason for you to embrace your creativity, to be inspiring to another person, to have the fire and the joy in life, to be able to pull somebody else along, maybe out of some doldrums and into some positive thoughts. So that's a lovely, lovely card to pull at this particular time. It is in our power to change the way we look at a situation. We can choose to be miserable, or we can choose to find the best part of it and be hopeful, be positive, be creative, be inspirational. The best first step to take, the Sun. How beautiful. Again, I know I pulled this card last month too. These are some really interesting recurring cards for this community. Take care of ourselves. Take care of our own joy. When we are happy, it's far easier for us to express that to the people around us. When we have a positive outlook, it's far easier for us to extend that to others. When we are taking care of ourselves and are healthy, it's far easier for us to deal with any of the stresses that can come along. So honestly, if I was looking at all four of these cards and I was trying to come up with a story to tell, I might say, okay, I'm short of money this year. It's a little tight financially, and I'm really worried that the people that I love aren't going to think I care enough about them. And I'm way too focused on the gifts themselves. And instead, I need to just wait a minute, take a beat, take a break, step back from the situation and really look, what is that person really wanting? Do they really care about stuff? Or would they like to maybe go out to dinner with me, or have some time spent, have a date night? What a wonderful gift for a parent from an older child who might be willing to say, you and your partner go out and have dinner. I'll take care of the younger kids. It doesn't cost a dime, and it means a great deal. So that change of perspective can help. Be positive, be creative with this concept of gift giving. It'll really make a difference for you. You'd be surprised what your own ingenuity can turn up that probably is going to cost a heck of a lot less. And it will also be a wonderful way for you to keep your health in its foremost position, to be positive and upbeat, and know that you're feeling a little bit more brighter. This card also means enlightenment. So it also mean after all of this is done, you may realize this holiday season that you thought was going to be the most awful in the world because you had nothing to work with may actually be the most beautiful one you've ever had. So I hope that means something for you. And as always, I will get these cards up on the site as soon as Alana tomorrow posts the video for us. I wish you all the most wonderful and healthy and happy holiday season, whatever you embrace as your religion or your traditions. I simply hope that you find joy And may you see me again next month in January, at the beginning of the year, when we'll look at Tarot Thursday for January. Good night.